Part 45. From the City to the Strongest in the Universe. Author, G. Difeng Ren. Chapter 441. Li Yang heard from Hun Mo that every powerful weapon refiner is also a powerful array master. Diamond suit, diamond suit, diamond suit, diamond suit. The gold-eating worm was previously covered by a hidden array. Sect Master Daolu continued, there is an array inside this light ball. It is called the 9-element defense array. As the name suggests, it is a powerful defense array, and you can set up this array on the Earth to completely cover the Earth. If anyone fights on the Earth, this array can directly control it, and even burst out a power that exceeds the 3 series gods. Its overall defense power is between the 3 series gods and the 4 series gods. Surpass the 3 series gods. The defense power is between the 3 series gods and the 4 series gods. Hearing this, Li Yang was shocked, and then his eyes showed excitement. This is definitely the best weapon to protect the Earth. To be honest, the Earth is still too weak now. Even if an ordinary god comes, it can easily solve the Earth. This has always been Li Yang's trouble. But he can only wait slowly. When his strength improves in the future, the octopus clone can protect the entire Earth. Li Yang, this formation is for you. You can set it up on Earth after you return. The Daolu sect master waved his right hand, and then the white light ball came to Li Yang. Li Yang grabbed it with his right hand and couldn't help saying, "Teacher, this formation. A formation that can exert power beyond the 3 series of gods. It is conceivable that this formation must be very precious." As if knowing what Li Yang was thinking, the Daolu sect master smiled and said, "Just take it if you give it to you. It's just a formation. It's nothing for a teacher to take it out. Diamond suit, diamond suit, diamond suit. Don't worry about various things on Earth. Concentrate on cultivation. That's what you should do. As long as you become stronger, these things won't happen again." This time, as soon as the Earth was threatened, his calm disciple panicked. It can be seen that the Earth is Li Yang's weak spot. As Li Yang's teacher, the Daolu sect master also tried his best to help the Earth. After all, Li Yang was his most proud disciple, and he didn't want Li Yang to be distracted by various things and affect his cultivation. Hearing what Daolu sect master said, Li Yang nodded and said, "Thank you, teacher." He was touched. Although Daolu sect master said it was nothing, this formation with a defense power exceeding that of 3 series of gods must be extremely precious and could not be taken out easily. However, for the Earth, this formation is indeed of great use, and Li Yang had to remember this favor in his heart. "Okay, go ahead, report to me in time if there is any situation, and if you have any difficulties in cultivation, enter the virtual world and ask me," Daolu sect master said. "Yes." Li Yang said respectfully, "Disciple, take your leave." After talking with Daolu sect master for a while, Li Yang finally left the temple and began to return to the Earth. And after 2 months, he finally returned to the Earth. Li Yang seeing Li Yang return, Zhou Yao immediately stepped forward. "How is it?" Looking at Zhou Yao, Li Yang asked, "Are those gods still in the solar system?" "Yes." Zhou Yao nodded and said, "A total of 5 gods have been active in the solar system. Dragon-scale insects were found in the solar system." Li Yang knew that there must be secrets in the solar system, so he bought a large number of robots to explore and even set up surveillance throughout the solar system. After Li Yan and the other 5 gods left the Earth, their traces were quickly captured by the surveillance. But Li Yang had no way to deal with them. After that, Li Yan and the other 5 did not threaten Li Yang with the Earth again. They just stayed in the solar system. Did Li Yang want to drive them away? Even if Emperor Jianhan came forward, it would be difficult to say anything, so facing this situation, Li Yang was helpless. Rightward arrow. Continue to monitor. If there is anything abnormal, tell me directly, Li Yang said. After that, his figure moved and appeared directly above Linhai City. He clenched his right hand, and a white sphere appeared in his hand. In the sphere, complex secret patterns appeared. It was the 9 UN defense formation whose power even exceeded that of the 3 series of gods. Start to arrange. Li Yang's heart moved. As he controlled it, complex patterns emerged from the white sphere, became invisible, and began to expand and spread wildly, covering the entire Earth in just a few seconds. At this time, the complex patterns in the white light ball disappeared, leaving only a light spot. This is the heart of the formation. Mastering the heart of the formation, you can easily control the formation. Even if Li Yang is not on the Earth, the heart of the formation is controlled by Zhou Yao, and it can easily burst out a defense that exceeds the 3 series of gods. The complex patterns spread wildly, covering the entire Earth, and then the patterns were like tree roots, completely rooted into the Earth, and seemed to merge with the entire Earth. Buzz. At this moment, Li Yang sensed that a strange film appeared directly on the surface of the entire Earth. The arrangement was successful. Feeling this film, Li Yang's mouth suddenly showed a smile. He held the heart of the formation in his hand, and his heart moved. Boom! Suddenly, countless air currents condensed in front of him, the sky and the earth changed color instantly, and waves of terrifying power burst out. This power even made Li Yang feel frightened, and even approached the level of the 4-element gods. The entire 9 UN defense formation can be used for both defense and attack. At this time, the entire Earth is covered by the 9 UN defense formation. No matter where you are, you can mobilize the formation to attack or defend. The safety of the Earth is finally guaranteed. After testing the power of the 9-element defense formation, Li Yang stopped after a while. He breathed a sigh of relief. With the 9-element defense formation, even if Li Yan and others took action on Earth, the 9-element defense formation could completely resist them, or even repel them. While Li Yang was setting up the 9-element defense formation for the Earth, Li Yan was standing in the solar system on the other side. He looked at the distance, where there was a huge star, emitting hot and dazzling light. It was the core of the solar system, the Sun. The scorching high temperature was radiating, but this high temperature was nothing to Li Yan, a powerful existence of the 3-system god. The entire solar system is centered on this Sun, giving birth to life. This Earth is really strange. There is only life on Earth in such a large area around it. The entire Milky Way, 100,000 light years, has hundreds of thousands of life planets. In fact, many life planets are connected together and concentrated in one area. For a star system to appear, several life planets appear together. But the solar system is very special. In the entire solar system, only the Earth is the only planet that breeds life. Even the large areas around the solar system have no life. This has led to the fact that no matter how the Earthlings explored before, they could not find aliens. While sighing, Li Yan exuded his soul and entered the Sun. During this casual exploration, Li Yan's body paused, and his eyes instantly showed shock. This is. Thanks to Banzhengliangliang Daoshang for the 1500 reward, and thanks to 08 for the 100 reward, thank you. From the city to the strongest in the universe. Author, Ji Difeng Ren. Chapter 442. This is. Splitting flames randomly exuded souls and swept across the Sun, but for a moment, his eyes showed a look of extreme shock, and he couldn't believe what he saw. He was stunned for a long time, then quickly opened the watch in his hand and started to explore. After a few seconds, he stopped in front of a message. Is it really that kind of creature? How is it possible? How can such a great life exist in a small solar system? Split Yan, a powerful god who mastered the laws of the 3 systems, felt that he was almost suffocated and couldn't believe what he saw before his eyes. Does he know what kind of existence that kind of life is? After being suffocated, Split Yan felt endless ecstasy. Opportunity. Great opportunity. There are times when I, Split Flame, get such a great opportunity. Splitting Yan was excited, but he knew what level of opportunity he found in front of him. Even an ordinary sacred weapon is probably not comparable. Thinking in his mind, Split Flame quickly flew forward, trying to enter the sun. Buzz. However, when he was still some distance away from the sun, he encountered an obstacle. A strange wave emitted, and a thin film seemed to appear, completely blocking his body. What's going on? Sensing this situation, Huiyan frowned slightly, and the excitement in his heart suddenly faded away. Is it a formation? Split Yan thought for a moment, then he clenched his right hand, and a long sword appeared in his hand. Call out. He seemed to pay attention to his surroundings, but he just swung the long sword unintentionally, and suddenly a sword light flew out at an extremely fast speed. However, it only progressed a few meters. Buzz. An invisible film appeared, seemed to fluctuate, and then the sword light disappeared directly. It's indeed a formation, and it's so powerful. Li Yan's heart sank. He was a god of the third system. His full blow just now had no effect on the formation in front of him, and he was swallowed directly. But he couldn't get the opportunity that was right in front of him. His face was obviously gloomy, and there was a trace of unwillingness in his eyes. No matter who it is, they definitely want to monopolize the opportunity. Although he was unwilling to give in, he then said in his heart, "It is impossible for me to get the opportunity in the sun. I can only report it. Even if it is a report, I still have great contributions." Thinking in his heart, Huiyan's face remained calm and he quickly left here. After leaving, he directly clicked on the watch in his hand. He reported not only to Luo Yu, but also to the emperor he was attached to, Emperor Huoyun. After the report, he talked to Luo Yu again. In less than a few seconds, Luo Yu appeared directly. At this time, his eyes exuded an astonishing light. Split Yan, is there really that creature in the sun? Luo Yu asked quickly. Listening carefully to his voice, there is unconcealable excitement. Yes, Mr. Luo Yu, but the sun is shrouded by a formation, and I can't get in, Split Yan said. According to my inference, it is estimated that even a few more gods will not be able to break the formation. Don't worry about this. My ancestor Huoyun Emperor just told me that he is far away and it will take 2 months to get here. Now let me handle everything, Luo Yu said directly. Emperor Huoyun came to him just now, and he was startled. He thought that Emperor Huoyun knew about his use of dishonorable means to deal with the earth. But then he also received the message sent by Fiery Yan, and then he understood. I will leave immediately and bring over many gods under Emperor Huoyun's command, Luo Yu said directly. If Emperor Huoyun was not far away, he would probably arrive directly without him having to dispatch. Hearing Luo Yu's words, Huiyan smiled and said, in this case, the possibility of breaking the formation will be much greater. Hearing this, Luo Yu laughed softly and said, it doesn't matter if we can't break it open. Even if we can't break it, our ancestor Huoyun Emperor will come in 2 months. When the time comes, it will be impossible for the formation to withstand the fire. Emperor Yun is not only a powerful emperor, but also a powerful formation master. He was very confident. Split Yan nodded. Emperor Huoyun was a weapon refiner. Although he was just an ordinary emperor, his status was a little higher than other ordinary emperors of the human race. After finishing speaking, Luo Yu looked at Huiyan again and asked, what's going on over there with Li Yang? Hearing this, Li Yan said truthfully, Li Yang has just returned to Earth. Although he left the Earth, he also arranged his own eyes on the Earth. After thinking for a moment, Huiyan said, Master Luo Yu, Li Yang probably doesn't know what's going on here. There was nothing unusual about what I did next to the sun just now. Li Yang shouldn't be able to notice anything. But once our large forces arrive, Li Yang will definitely find that this solar system must be monitored by Li Yang. What should we do if Li Yang arrives? According to the regulations of our Hunyuan martial arts holy world and the eternal temple of the human race, the inanimate planets surrounding the living planet belong to that living planet. The Earth is the only living planet in the solar system, so all resources in the entire solar system belong to the Earth. Humph, of course Li Yang doesn't know. Hearing what Hui Yan said, Luo Yu sneered, such a huge opportunity exists in the solar system, but he can't find it. This means that he is destined to miss this opportunity. However, Li Yang will discover what happens next. Luo Yu pondered for a moment. It will take time for their people to reach this solar system. During this time, Li Yang may also discover the secrets in the sun. Even if he doesn't notice it, Li Yang will definitely notice it when a large number of their gods appear. And if you can't break the formation, then you can only wait for Emperor Huayun to arrive. While waiting, what should I do if Li Yang arrives and drives them away? Li Yang is the master of the Earth and the solar system. If they are driven away, they have no reason to stay. Therefore, this matter definitely requires detailed planning. It is best to let them occupy the area around the sun, even Li Yang cannot get close to it. This way, all accidents will be eliminated. Thinking in his mind, a smile appeared on Luo Yu's lips. Obviously he had an idea. He smiled and said, "Split Yan, Li Yang is a peerless genius of our human race. Those alien races have always wanted to assassinate him. Therefore, there are hidden alien races in the solar system. If you make some noise, it means that there are alien races. There are alien races around the galaxy. We, the Hunyuan martial arts holy world and the eternal temple of humanity, are a force together. I will become that force's special envoy and come to the solar system to temporarily station here to resolve the affairs of the foreign races." Luo Yu was stationed in the solar system as a special envoy to capture aliens. In this case, of course he occupied the solar system openly and openly. Even Li Yang would not be able to drive them away. Even if Li Yang goes to find Emperor Jianhen and others, so what? They came to deal with the aliens and help Li Yang, and Li Yang should thank them. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. From the City to the Strongest in the Universe. Author, Ji Difeng Ren. Chapter 443. Hearing what Luo Yu said, Li Yan's eyes also lit up, and he said, "Mr. Luo Yu, this plan is very good. We can occupy the area around the sun openly. Even if Li Yang approaches, we can completely prevent him from approaching. In this way, Li Yang will not be able to discover the secrets in the sun. Even if Li Yang has doubts, so what? As long as they delay for a few months, they will have taken away the opportunities in the sun. In these 2 months, Li Yang, a small star master, can drive them away. Even if Li Yang goes to the emperor, they don't take a step back. What can the emperor do? Now his family's fire cloud emperor has been dispatched, which is completely different from the previous situation. Even if the sword mark emperor orders them, he will never obey again." Taiwan Novel Network. Rightward arrow. Okay, the plan has been made, and you have to act on your side. Be careful not to let Li Yang approach the sun, Luo Yu ordered. Yes, Li Yan nodded and took action quickly. At this time, Luo Yu had a smile on his face. Haha, Li Yang, you are really my lucky star. I didn't get the gold-eating worm, but I found such a great opportunity. The gold-eating worm can only make gods like them excited, but the opportunity in the sun is enough to make all the emperors crazy. When Emperor Huayun knew about this before, he didn't care about the dishonorable things he had done before. Instead, he was very happy and said that he would come immediately. It can be seen that Emperor Huayun valued this. But it can't be leaked now. When the opportunity is really obtained, there will be a chance to talk to Li Yang and appreciate his expression in the future. Diamond suit, diamond suit, diamond suit, diamond suit. Luo Yu was very happy in his heart. At this time, he completely let go of the gold-eating worm and prepared for the next thing wholeheartedly. Earth, Linhai City, Li family. Zhou Yao, this 9-element defense array is handed over to you. If something happens to the Earth, activate it immediately. Li Yang handed a white bead to Zhou Yao. He would definitely not stay on Earth forever, and after he left, the 9 UN defense formation would definitely have to be activated by someone else. Ye Zhou Yao did not refuse and nodded. She was about to say something when her expression changed slightly. With a wave of her right hand, a screen suddenly appeared in front of her. On the screen, there appeared dozens of figures, all of which had landed in one place. What's going on? Seeing this scene, Li Yang's expression changed slightly. Why are there so many gods coming? In fact, the entire solar system is full of surveillance cameras. If there is any movement, these surveillance cameras will immediately issue a reminder. Although Li Yan discovered the opportunity in the sun before, he was extremely cautious and did not show it very obviously. He left after staying for a while and did not cause any abnormality. Originally, Li Yan and others stayed in the solar system, so Li Yang and others were not surprised. But now, so many gods have descended. Something must have happened. With a move of his figure, Li Yang left the Li family directly and appeared above the Earth. Diamond suit, diamond suit, diamond suit, diamond suit. Swish. At this time, a figure appeared and came to Li Yang in an instant. It was Heisu. Mr. Heisu, take a look at these people. Do you know them? Seeing Heisu coming, Li Yang said directly and showed Heisu the picture he had just monitored. Heisu looked at it and his eyes suddenly showed surprise. Shui Wu, Han Xian, Mu Dun, Banachi, are all gods, and many of them are 3 series gods and 4 series gods. Heisu showed surprise in his eyes. 3 series gods? 4 series gods? Hearing this, Li Yang's face condensed slightly. So many powerful gods descended on the solar system? And Heisu continued, Li Yang, these gods are all under the command of Emperor Huoyun. Emperor Huoyun? Luo Yu. Hearing this name, Li Yang's face changed instantly. What tricks does Luo Yu have? As if knowing that Li Yang was watching the surveillance, Luo Yu's figure finally appeared on the screen. But at this time, Luo Yu's face was indifferent. He waved his right hand, and then the video in front of him disappeared directly. The surveillance was destroyed. Seeing this, Li Yang's face became even gloomier. Let's go, Mr. Heisu, let's go and see what Luo Yu is going to do. This solar system is his territory. Even if Luo Yu is powerful, he can't be so presumptuous. On the other side, the surveillance was destroyed, and Luo Yu said indifferently, okay, now the surveillance around the sun has been destroyed, and Li Yang doesn't know the situation here. The solar system is under surveillance, and so many gods have gathered here to start working together to break the formation. Even a fool would know that there must be something in the sun. If the surveillance is not destroyed, Li Yang will definitely see them taking action. In this case, Li Yang will definitely come here and even see them taking away the opportunity in the sun. So, the surveillance must be destroyed. Even if Li Yang finds something abnormal here, their plan has been implemented and they are not worried at all. After Li Yang arrives, he will be blocked and unable to approach the sun. Looking at everyone, Luo Yu said in a calm voice, now let's start breaking the formation. Yes, Master Luo Yu. Hearing Luo Yu's words, many gods around nodded, looking forward to the opportunities in the solar system. They can also get a share of this opportunity. Joint action. As Luo Yu's words fell. Boom. 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 The aura fluctuations of the powerful gods burst out completely. There were a total of 89 gods, and their strength was at least at the level of the second-level gods. Sword light, knife light, attacks were released one after another, and combined in an ingenious way. The attack of one god was so powerful, so many gods combined together, you can imagine how powerful the attack would be. Rumble. The void trembled, and even a huge crack appeared. Countless gray air currents spread down. The surrounding heaven and earth could not withstand the joint attack of dozens of gods and broke directly. However, after breaking, the world was constantly healing. The whole world had a strong repair function. Even if it was broken, it could heal instantly. In this way, it was broken and healed, and a large area was covered by the destructive airflow. Finally, that attack approached the scorching planet. It will definitely break the formation. Luo Yu was watching, his eyes full of expectation. At this time, breaking the formation and taking away the opportunity in the sun was the fastest, and then they could retreat. This was the most perfect plan they could imagine. Under his expectant gaze, the attack that united many gods suddenly trembled when it was a certain distance away from the sun. In an instant after the trembling, the attack collapsed directly. And there seemed to be a big black hole around the sun, and those attacks were constantly annihilated and swallowed up by the big black hole. Busy May Day. Thanks Banjengliang Daoshang for the 1500 reward, and thanks 08A for the 100 reward, thank you. From the City to the Strongest in the Universe. Author, G. Difeng Ren. Chapter 444. The combined attacks of many gods collapsed directly when they were a certain distance away from the sun rightward arrow. And there seemed to be a big black hole around the sun, swallowing up the collapsed attacks directly. The swallowing speed was extremely fast. In less than 2 seconds, all the combined attacks of the gods disappeared. The broken void was completely healed, and the destructive airflow disappeared instantly. Everything around was normal, as if nothing had happened. What? Our attacks were all swallowed up. How is it possible? Even if the combined attacks of so many of us cannot break the formation, they can at least cause some damage to the formation. It shouldn't be that the formation has no reaction at all, right? Google search Furtkin. Seeing this scene, many gods changed their expressions. At this time, Luo Yu's expression was also slightly gloomy. Can't destroy it? Although his expression was gloomy, Luo Yu was actually prepared in his heart. It seems that we can only wait for the ancestor Huoyun Emperor to come and break the formation. So many of them came here just to test the method of breaking the formation. In fact, Luo Yu didn't have much hope. His main hope was still on Huoyun Emperor. More than a month has passed. In more than 20 days, the ancestor Emperor Huoyun will arrive. We can try to break the formation at that time. With the ancestor Emperor Huoyun's attainments in formation, he will definitely be able to break it, Luo Yu said secretly. This opportunity, of course, their Zunli family wants to monopolize it, and it is impossible to leak the news. Diamond suit, diamond suit, diamond suit, diamond suit. It's a pity that the ancestor Emperor Zunli is not here, but in a distant place. Otherwise, if the ancestor Emperor Zunli comes, this formation will definitely be broken. He admires Emperor Zunli very much in his heart, and that is his biggest goal in his heart. It's a pity that Emperor Zunli is far away and can't come back. Even if he comes back, it will take at least several years. Thinking in his heart, Luo Yu looked at the people around him and said in a deep voice, "Since we can't break the formation, then we will wait here. No one is allowed to approach the surrounding area. Also, the news here is forbidden to be leaked." "Yes, Master Luo Yu." Many gods present nodded. They are all under the command of Emperor Huoyun, so they are naturally loyal. However, if the news is leaked, it will definitely be hated by Emperor Huoyun. And even if it is leaked, it will be other emperors who come. If the opportunity comes, they can only get a small share. In this case, they will definitely not choose to betray Emperor Huoyun. While waiting, at a certain moment, Luo Yu showed a smile. The master of this solar system is here, let's go and meet him. Luo Yu flew directly to a place with a smile on his face. Li Yang is here. Haha, so what if Li Yang is here? Just a genius in the Star-Lord realm, not worth mentioning. Hearing Li Yang's name, the dozens of gods present laughed, without any awe of Li Yang. Emperor Huayun is not only an emperor, but also has Emperor Zunli behind him. The gods who are attached to Emperor Huayun actually have higher status than ordinary gods, and they don't care much about Li Yang. Just a genius. The premise for Li Yang to become an emperor with a high probability is that he has not fallen on the road of growth. In fact, countless geniuses who defy the heavens have fallen before they grow up. Even more than half of the top 100 geniuses in the history of human talent have fallen on the road of growth. Of course, even if Li Yang becomes an emperor, they have Emperor Huayun and Emperor Zunli behind them, so they have nothing to fear. Emperor Zunli, that is the top emperor, in terms of strength, he can even kill ordinary emperors in seconds, and he is only one step away from being the master, that is the real high level of the human race. Swish. In the solar system, a spaceship was driving fast and soon arrived at a place. And here, there are actually floating palaces. These palaces. Looking at these palaces, Li Yang frowned slightly. Since it is stationed, Luo Yu and others naturally have to do the whole set. These palaces are where gods live. Obviously, Luo Yu and others are going to live here for a long time. Mr. Heisu, let's go in and take a look, Li Yang said in a deep voice. He and Heisu flew forward. Boom. At this moment, a terrifying breath was emitted, and then a cold voice came out. The human race is stationed in an important place, and outsiders are prohibited from entering. A cold voice was transmitted, and then a thin film appeared, completely blocking Li Yang and Heisu outside. Feeling this film, Li Yang's face suddenly became ugly. This solar system belongs to their Earth. At this time, these gods occupied this place and did not even let him approach. Although his face was ugly, Li Yang still said in a deep voice, I am Li Yang, the Lord of the Earth. This is the solar system, which belongs to the Earth. Luo Yu, I know you are in it, come out. Before, Luo Yu threatened him with the Earthlings. There was absolutely no room for easing between him and Luo Yu. In this case, Li Yang had no need to be polite to Luo Yu. His words fell, but there was no response from the surroundings, and they ignored him directly. Seeing this, Li Yang's face became even gloomier. Luo Yu, this is the solar system, the territory of my Earthlings. You occupy this area for no reason. I can drive you away immediately. His voice was not concealed, and it rumbled in the surrounding void. Drive us away. As soon as Li Yang finished speaking, a chuckle suddenly came, and a young man flew over not far away, and his face was Luo Yu. At this time, Luo Yu looked at Li Yang and smiled. Li Yang, why are you so angry? Luo Yu. Looking at the young man in front of him, Li Yang was not polite at all and said, what do you mean by this? Previously, Luo Yu sent Hui Yan and others to use the earth to directly coerce him. This behavior completely violated his bottom line. Haha, Li Yang, we found traces of aliens in the solar system before, and we are here to deal with them this time. Luo Yu smiled and waved his right hand, and a token suddenly appeared. I am now appointed as the person in charge of this investigation of aliens. This token is my identity certificate. You can check it. Luo Yu said softly, so, this area is under our control now. Li Yang, it's better not to get close to you when you are fine. Your strength is too weak to prevent it from ruining our plan. Dealing with aliens. Hearing Luo Yu's words, Li Yang said in a deep voice, aren't the gods from other forces taking action? Only the gods under your Emperor Huayun will deal with it. Even when dealing with foreign races, many forces from the human race unite. Li Yang, This is a big credit for dealing with the aliens. We discovered the traces of the aliens this time. In order to prevent the credit from being taken away, isn't it normal for our gods under the command of Emperor Huayun to come together? Luo Yu said lightly. From the city to the strongest in the universe. Author, Ji Difeng Ren. Chapter 445. Luo Yu looked at Li Yang's ugly face and felt very happy. Diamond suit, diamond suit, diamond suit, diamond suit. Angry, right? Unfortunately, being angry is useless. He admired Li Yang's ugly expression. At this time, Li Yang's face was indeed ugly. Luo Yu clearly didn't want him to get close to the sun. Before, so many gods came and the surveillance was destroyed. Now these gods are stationed here, completely covering the entire area around the sun. Therefore, if he doesn't know what secrets are in the sun, he is a fool. At this time, Li Yang thought to himself, Han Mo, can you find out what secrets are in the sun? Hearing this, Han Mo shook his head and said, no. No, Li Yang was stunned. Han Mo couldn't find it? Li Yang, boy, do you really think I am omnipotent? Han Mo said helplessly. It was easy for me to explore the secret of the sun in my heyday, but now, there are so many gods in front of me, and Luo Yu should have a treasure that is specially used for isolation and exploration. He was able to discover the lurking aliens before, but there was only one alien, and his strength was only at the level of the third-level gods, so he could not escape his exploration. But what is the situation now? Nearly 100 gods. And there are dozens of third-level gods and fourth-level gods. With so many gods here, his exploration obviously has a lot of pressure, because he has to avoid being discovered by these gods. In addition, Luo Yu has a treasure that can isolate him from exploration, which makes it impossible for his soul to penetrate. At this time, Luo Yu was also very pleased. Haha, Li Yang, you probably want to explore the secret of the sun? Let Hesu, a god, explore. Unfortunately, even if an emperor comes, it is difficult to explore the situation of the sun at this time. He had been tempered in the killing battlefield before, and the treasure that can isolate him from exploration was given to him by Emperor Zunli. With this treasure, it is very difficult for other strong men to find his traces, so his chance of survival is undoubtedly directly increased. Now Li Yang may guess the situation of the sun. If he wants to explore, he must have a backup plan. Even if Li Yang finds the emperor to come, it is difficult to explore here. Moreover, the Emperor Huayun will arrive in at most 20 days. Even if other emperors come to help Li Yang, who is faster than the Emperor Huayun? At this time, the only human emperor in the entire Yang Yuan star continent is the Emperor Yang Yuan, but the Emperor Yang Yuan will not help Li Yang, and will not stand on the opposite side of their Zunli family. Luo Yu was happy in his heart, and Li Yang was obviously more gloomy at this time. Han Mo couldn't explore it, even if he knew there was a secret in the sun, he had no way to start. Li Yang, leave, we will leave here when our mission is over, but during the mission, you should not approach here, Luo Yu said indifferently. He was in a good mood and was ready to see Li Yang's ugly face when he insisted on entering but was blocked outside. However, Li Yang did not do as he wished. After Han Mo confirmed that he could not detect it, he did not stay and turned around and left. Leaving? This Li Yang is decisive. Watching Li Yang leave, Luo Yu was slightly disappointed. Did he want to continue to see Li Yang's ugly face? The uglier Li Yang's face was, the happier he was. If Li Yang gets close to here again, drive him away directly. Don't be polite, Luo Yu ordered after taking a look at the gods around him. Yes, Mr. Luo Yu. On the other side, Li Yang came to a place, and then immediately entered the virtual world and found the leader of Daolu. Looking at his disciple, the leader of Daolu asked, Li Yang, how is the situation now? Earlier, Li Yang told the leader of Daolu about the large number of gods under the command of Emperor Huayun descending on the solar system. Teacher, I came to the place where many gods such as Luoyu are located. They built many palaces there and stationed here directly. They also completely surrounded the area around the sun and prohibited me from entering it. Li Yang quickly explained the matter. Their reason is to search for aliens in the solar system. Stationed in the solar system under the pretext of searching for aliens. Hearing what Li Yang said, Daolu sect master pondered slightly and said, "It seems that there should be some secrets in the sun of your solar system. With so many gods mobilizing troops, the secret is probably not small." "I don't know much either." Li Yang shook his head. Although the solar system is not large, it is estimated that it will take hundreds of years to explore it slowly. He was also exploring it with those mechanical life forms before. However, the sun has not been explored yet. After a moment of hesitation, Daolu sect master said, "Li Yang, don't worry. I will arrange for someone to go to your solar system right away." "Thank you, teacher." Hearing what Daolu sect master said, Li Yang was delighted. He couldn't help asking, "Teacher, who are you going to arrange to come?" "You'll know when the time comes." Daolu sect master didn't answer, but smiled. Time was constantly passing, and Li Yang was constantly waiting. This wait lasted for more than 20 days. Who will the teacher arrange to come? Li Yang was waiting anxiously in his heart. Luoyu and other gods have nearly 100 gods, and the weakest are all second-level gods, and there are even more than a dozen fourth-level gods. Such a terrifying strength can only be dealt with by a fifth-level god, right? Is it the teacher's friend? Li Yang couldn't help thinking. Daolu sect master never said who came. "Li Yang, you go directly to the place where Luoyu and other divine troops are stationed. The people I arranged have already arrived," said the leader of the Daolu sect. "Oh? Are you here?" Hearing this, Li Yang felt happy and went immediately. At this time, Luoyu was also waiting for the arrival of Emperor Huoyun from his family. The ancestor is coming soon, he should be able to break the formation. Luoyu was looking forward to it in his heart. "Wrong, it's not that we should, but that we can definitely break the formation." In fact, Luoyu was not too sure. After all, the level of the creature in the sun was too high, and the level of the formations around it must also be high. However, if they want to seize this opportunity alone, they will definitely not contact anyone else. In their family, Emperor Zunli has been in a distant place, and it will take several years to get back, but Emperor Zunli has made it clear that he will not come back. Therefore, Luoyu could only place all his hope on Emperor Huoyun. If the ancestor Huoyun Emperor cannot break it, we can only adopt the final plan to spread the news to other emperors of our Hunyuan martial arts holy world, and even to the master. Although we cannot monopolize the opportunity, our Zunli family can still benefit greatly from it. Luoyu was thinking about various plans in his mind. The worst outcome he thought was that even Emperor Huoyun couldn't break the formation, so they could only leak the news here and join forces with other strong men to break the formation. "I want to go out with the girl on a blind date thanks to Ban Sheng Liang Duo Shang for his 1,500 reward, and to 08A for his 100 reward. Thank you." You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. From the City to the Strongest in the Universe. Author, Ji Difeng Ren. Chapter 446. Luoyu was thinking about various plans. The inability to break the formation means that they can only watch the opportunity in front of them but cannot take it. At this time, we can only spread the news and unite with other strong people. After word spreads, these are all favors, they can still get a lot of benefits from it. Of course, the most important reason is that they cannot be stationed here forever. If they don't spread the news, others may spread the news after a long time. This is absolutely unacceptable to Luoyu. Searched Can on Google. They discovered the opportunity, and he would never allow this to happen. Just as he was thinking about it, God's split flame flew over and said directly, "Luo Yu, then Li Yang is here again." "Oh? Here you go again." Hearing this, Luo Yu's expression was indifferent. It seems that Li Yang has found a backer. Li Yang has not been here for more than 20 days. He does not think that Li Yang has given up here. Therefore, during this period, Li Yang must have found someone to find out the secret of the sun. However, in a short period of time, Luo Yu was not worried about which emperor Li Yang could find. There are two emperors who can help Li Yang, one is Emperor Yang Yuan and the other is Emperor Jian Hen. He also knows what happened before. Emperor Yang Yuan announced his seclusion and did not help Li Yang at all. As for the Emperor Jian Hen who helped Li Yang before, he is now training outside the territory of the human race, and it is impossible to arrive in the solar system in a short period of time. Therefore, the arrival of Emperor Jian Hen will definitely be later than that of Emperor Huayun. If the emperor doesn't come, only a god comes, they don't care at all. Let's go out and take a look and see what kind of backer Li Yang has found. Luo Yu's expression was indifferent and he flew out directly. On the other side, Li Yang also flew over, thinking about the identity of the person coming. Brush. Suddenly, a figure appeared in the void. This was a burly man with black secret lines on his face. This burly man was not very tall, but the evil aura exuding from his body was extremely strong. The surrounding void seemed to be shrouded in this evil aura. When he saw this man, Li Yang was stunned. Teacher. On the other side, Luo Yu and other gods also flew over. When they saw the middle-aged man standing in the void, their originally calm expression suddenly changed. Master of the sword-killing sect. How is it possible? Why did the sword slaughter sect master come to this solar system? The expressions of each of the gods changed drastically. Looking at that figure, their eyes were full of fear. They knew how terrifying the strength of the sword slaughter sect master was. The leader Luo Yu was the same, looking at Daolu with fear. His expression kept changing, and his eyes became uncertain. What's going on with the sword-killing sect master? Why did he come to the solar system so quickly? The territory of the human race is extremely huge, and it would take at least a month for even the top experts to come to this solar system from the eternal temple of the human race. It had only been 20 days before Li Yang asked for help from others. Even if the sword slaughter sect master set out immediately, he wouldn't be able to get here so quickly, right? He knew that the leader of the sword slaughter sect had been in the eternal temple of the human race for decades and had never left. Those like Master Daolu who lecture in the temple will basically not leave the temple at other times except for exploring. Therefore, he thought that the sword slaughter sect master might help Li Yang, but within a month, his ancestor Huayun Emperor had already arrived. Teacher, why are you here? When the expressions of Luo Yu and others changed, Li Yang was very excited and hurriedly came to the sword-killing sect master. He was excited and moved. He had been thinking about who would come to help him before, but he didn't expect it to be the leader of the sword slaughter sect. Haha, Li Yang, the teacher happened to go out once before to meet a friend. After learning about your news, he rushed over immediately, the leader of the Daolu sect said with a smile. During this period, he happened to go out once, so he came here in just 20 days. The master and apprentice said a few words, and then the leader of the Daolu sect looked at Luo Yu. Luo Yu's expression changed, and then a smile appeared on his face, and he said, I didn't expect the arrival of the sword slaughter sect master, we are really honored. Seeing Luo Yu's smile, the leader of the Daolu sect calmly asked, Luo Yu, my disciple is the Lord of the Earth, and the solar system is the territory of the Earth. Why are you blocking him from entering this area? Upon hearing Daolu's inquiry, Luo Yu explained, that's it, Master Daolu, traces of alien races have been found in the solar system. I'm here to investigate the affairs of the alien races. Alien. The leader of the Daolu sect sneered and said, in the entire solar system, there is only one peerless genius in my disciple. The target of these alien races must be my disciple. Since you are here to investigate the alien race, the best way is not to kill my disciple, protect him. Why are you blocking him from entering the place where you are stationed? Master Daolu sect, we have sent people to protect Li Yang. You don't have to worry about Li Yang's safety, Luo Yu explained with a calm expression. Oh. The leader of Daolu sect glanced at Luo Yu. He didn't say anything nonsense and said, open the defense film of your station. I will take my disciple to take a good look at your station. Hearing this, Luo Yu's face changed obviously. How could he let the sword sect master enter? If you go in and get close to the sun, wouldn't the secrets inside the sun be exposed? He would definitely not allow this to happen. Master of the sword slaughter sect, this is an important station and no one else will be allowed in for the time being, Luo Yu said. Not allowed in. Hearing this, Daolu sect master laughed and said, how ridiculous. I have never heard of such rules in our human race's garrison. Open it, don't let me take action. Hearing this, Luo Yu still said in a deep voice, Daolu sect master, please respect our rules. It seems that you insist on not opening it. Seeing Luo Yu say this, Daolu sect master clenched his right hand, and a black sword appeared in his hand. You occupy my disciple's territory and bully my disciple. Do you really think that Daolu does not exist? Boom. A murderous aura emanated from Daolu, and he looked at the many gods in front of him with cold eyes. Obviously, he was ready to take action. Daolu, there are so many of us, do you think you can break our joint defense? A four-element god looked at Daolu sect master who was actually ready to take action, and immediately said angrily. Oh. You can try it. Daolu sect master glanced at the god and said coldly. He held the sword in his hand, and a blade light on it was rapidly condensing. Seeing this change, many gods were as if they were facing a formidable enemy. Unite. Humph, Daolu may be powerful, but we have nearly 100 gods on our side, and even more than a dozen four-element gods. He alone may not be able to defeat us. Yes, our combined attack is definitely stronger than that of the five-element gods. From the city to the strongest in the universe. Author, G. Difeng Ren. Chapter 447. Seeing Daolu take action, the gods were furious. I hope readers will remember our domain name Taiwan Novel Network rightward arrow dot. They have so many people, and the other side has only one person, but they are so arrogant. Despite this, they still have extremely cautious expressions on their faces. Boom. 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 The momentum fluctuations on these gods completely broke out. At this time, Li Yang was watching, looking at the appearance of each god. How strong is the teacher, Li Yang couldn't help thinking in his heart. They only have one Daolu sect master, but Luo Yu has nearly 100 gods. There are even more than a dozen 4-series gods. This power should not be underestimated in any place. But at this time, nearly 100 gods were extremely afraid of Daolu sect master alone. They were like encountering a big enemy and did not dare to relax at all. The power of one person made nearly 100 gods afraid. This is Daolu. Buzz. One by one, the strong men roared, and a huge film appeared in front of them, firmly protecting them. With so many strong men, the power of this film combined must have reached the level of the five-element gods, or even exceeded it. Haha, with so many of you, can you stop me? Daolu sect master laughed. He held the sword in his hand, and at this time the sword light finally condensed, and the huge sword light crossed the sky, covering the entire world. In the surrounding void, cracks continued to appear, and even destructive airflow spread out, which showed the power of this attack. Daomi, Daolu sect master held the sword and finally slashed it down under the eyes of everyone around. At the moment when the sword light slashed, the whole world was instantly shattered, completely unable to withstand this attack. Along the direction of the sword light slashing, a crack actually appeared directly in the sky. Countless destructive airflows poured down along this crack, like a waterfall, shocking and spectacular. Then, the sword light finally touched the film. Can you block it? Luoyu and many other gods were exerting their full strength, watching the blade slash down. Powerful attack, powerful defense of nearly 100 gods, who has the advantage? Luoyu and many other gods were watching, and Li Yang was also watching. At the moment when the blade and defense came into contact. Crack. It seemed that a crisp sound was heard, and a crack appeared on the huge defensive film, and then the crack began to spread rapidly, and almost spread to the entire film in an instant. Then, the defensive film formed by nearly 100 gods completely collapsed, turned into countless fragments, and disappeared. What? Our defensive film was defeated. How is it possible? This defensive film cannot be broken even by the 5-element gods. Seeing this scene, the gods all changed their faces. The film was defeated. At this time, Li Yang was also watching the film being directly broken by the blade, and his heart was excited. Teacher is so strong. There were nearly 100 gods, and their combined defense film could not withstand an attack from Daolu sect master. Li Yang was excited, shocked, and eager. I wonder when my strength can reach the level of teacher. So many gods, even if they unite, are no match for Daolu. To defeat 100 powerful gods with one person's strength, this is the real top powerhouse. Beside him, Heisu was also very excited and said, Li Yang, your teacher Daolu sect master is the absolute king of the god realm. This kind of existence is standing at the top of the god realm, not much different from the emperor, and it is completely asleep when facing other gods. The king of the god realm is the most powerful god. Every appearance will make countless other gods fear, and killing other gods is completely a kill. Li Yang was excited, and Luoyu's face was extremely ugly at this time. Damn it, how can this Daolu sect master be so strong? This kind of strength is exactly what he desires. Before, he longed for the gold-eating bug, because with the gold-eating bug, his deterrence among the gods could be called the invincible king among the gods. In fact, even if he had the gold-eating bug, he was still no match for the strong man like Daolu sect master who became the king of the god realm completely by himself. Because Daolu sect master could completely shake the gold-eating bug and then catch him. Luoyu, get out of the way, you can't stop me. After defeating the film, Daolu sect master said in a calm voice. Hearing this, Luoyu said angrily, Daolu sect master, don't go too far, I am from the Zunli family, these gods are all under the command of my ancestors, do you dare to do it? There was a threat in his words. Facing Luoyu's threat, Daolu sect master didn't care at all. Haha, I respect Emperor Zunli very much, but this is the territory of my disciples, you are the ones who violated the rules. While speaking, Daolu sect master waved the sword in his hand, and a blade light directly attacked a place. There were more than 30 gods in that place. Retreat, retreat quickly. Feeling the power of the sword light, the faces of the 30 gods showed great horror. They felt great palpitations from the sword light. Despite this, there were still a few gods who did not have time to dodge and were hit by the aftermath of the sword light. Puff. Puff. The faces of these gods turned pale, blood spurted out of their mouths, and their whole figures flew backwards. These gods were injured by the aftermath alone. Another blade light attacked, and several 4-element gods in one place suddenly changed their faces. They did not dare to resist and fled quickly. 5-element gods have comprehended one more law than 4-element gods. In theory, their strength is 10 times different, but not every 5-element god can be called the king among gods. Strength is not only related to one's own realm, but also to various other things. For example, if you master powerful attacks, your own strength will definitely be stronger. Mastering special means of enhancing strength, such as the evil spirit field, can all improve your strength. The kings in the realm of gods have all the attacks they master, other means of enhancing strength, etc., and they are at the top level. Their strength is much stronger than ordinary 5-element gods. You can imagine the horror of such strong men. Sweep. At this time, the leader of Daola was completely like entering an empty place. Damn it! At this time, Luoyu's eyes were full of ugliness. The Daolu sect master suddenly came here so quickly. His strength was too strong. They, the gods, were no match for the Daolu sect master. What should we do? What should we do? We are not his opponents. The Daolu sect master will definitely be able to get close to the sun, and then we will be able to see the creature inside. What he was most worried about was that the terrifying creature in the sun would be discovered. But now he had no choice but to watch their station being destroyed and the sun completely exposed. Update will resume tomorrow. Thank you for the 1500 reward from Bancheng Dea Shang, and thank you for the 100 reward from 088. Thank you. From the city to the strongest in the universe. Author, Ji Difeng Ren. Chapter 448. Luoyu's face was gloomy. If the leader of the Daolo sect saw the creature in the sun, the matter would be completely exposed. Even if they spread the news by then and the strong men from the Hunyuan martial arts holy world are coming, the strong men from the eternal temple of the human race will also come. No, I must try to stop it as much as possible. The ancestor Huoyun Emperor is also coming. As long as I delay and the ancestor comes here, the sword slaughter sect master will not cause any waves. Luoyu's face was gloomy. He waved his right hand, and then complex lines appeared. It was obvious that this was a powerful formation. The entire formation appeared and headed directly towards the leader of the sword slaughter sect. Taiwan Novel Network Rightward Arrow. Haha, Luoyu, although this formation can trap the gods of the 5 elements, it is useless to me. The leader of the Daolo sect laughed, waved his right hand, and the sword light shot out. The pattern on that large formation was immediately defeated. However, Luoyu waved his right hand again, and another powerful formation appeared. His ancestor, Emperor Huoyun, was a formation master, so he had many formations on his body. However, in the eyes of the sword slaughter sect master, these formations had no resistance at all and were constantly defeated. Seeing this scene, Luoyu felt extremely distressed. These formations were refined for him by Emperor Huoyun, who spent his energy. Each formation can be said to be a trump card. Even if Emperor Huoyun made it, it would take a lot of energy and resources, but now it has been completed in a short time. Constantly being consumed. But even if he felt distressed, he still had to delay. Despite this, these large formations still did not block the sword slaughter sect master for long. Luoyu, get out of my way! In a blink of an eye, the leader of the Daolo sect came to Luoyu and grabbed him with his right hand. The defense of the entire area was controlled by Luoyu. After catching Luoyu, the base in front of you will naturally disappear and the sun will appear. There's no hope. Seeing the Daolo sect master coming, Luoyu's eyes suddenly showed a look of reluctance. Unexpectedly, under such circumstances, Li Yang would overturn the situation. In the distance, Li Yang was watching, feeling happy in his heart. Luoyu is going to be caught by the teacher. At the same time of joy, Li Yang also yearned for strength in his heart. His current overall strength can rival ordinary gods, and he will definitely become a powerful god in the future, but at this time, he has a goal in mind. Becoming a powerful god is not the end. To become a god, you must become an absolute king in the realm of gods like the master of the sword slaughter sect. Such a strong person, only one person can suppress all other gods. This is a strong person, this is the existence he desires to be. Boy Li Yang, Don't be too happy, someone is here. While Li Yang was excited, Han Mo's voice suddenly sounded. Is someone coming? Li Yang was stunned when he heard this. Boom. At the same time, when the leader of the Daolu sect was about to approach Luo Yu, a huge pressure suddenly came. This coercion was extremely terrifying, and it enveloped the entire area as soon as it appeared. When all the gods came into contact with this coercion, their expressions changed, showing a look of incomparable awe. At this moment, Luo Yu was stunned, and his eyes suddenly showed a look of ecstasy. Ancestor. This is the pressure of the emperor level. Needless to say, the ancestor of their family, Emperor Huoyun, must have arrived. His face was filled with ecstasy, while the face of the leader of the sword slaughter sect changed slightly. Daolu, who gave you the courage to arrest members of my Zunli family? An extremely cold voice sounded. Boom. As the sound sounded, the color of the sky and the earth changed instantly. Huge cracks suddenly appeared in the entire sky, spreading crazily towards the surroundings, and countless chaotic airflows overflowed. These chaotic airflows that spilled out later combined into a huge chaotic palm. The entire chaos palm took shape and was grabbed directly towards the sword slaughter sect master, Emperor Huoyun. Looking at the huge chaotic palm, the face of the sword killer sect master was full of solemnity. Boom. On his body, the evil spirit spread, and extremely terrifying momentum fluctuations erupted, even more terrifying than before. His figure fluttered, constantly shuttled under the huge palm of chaos, and even managed to get rid of the palm of chaos. This palm appeared quickly and disappeared quickly. And even if the palm of chaos disappeared, the leader of the sword slaughter sect was not captured. Brush. In the void, an extremely huge figure appeared. Its body features were obviously similar to Luo Yu's, but its body was extremely huge. Standing in the void, any gods around it seemed very small in front of it. Flames burned on its body, and these flames emitted extremely terrifying fluctuations. It was estimated that any god who came into contact would die immediately. The entire void trembled under the pressure of this figure, and as soon as it appeared, it seemed to become the center of the entire area. Emperor. It's Emperor Huoyun. Seeing this figure appear, many gods present said with great respect, "Greetings to Emperor Huoyun." Those with strong gods can live forever, and the emperor is a realm above the gods. In any ethnic group, the emperor is the absolute top. Many gods were extremely respectful, and Li Yang was also watching at this time, feeling shocked in his heart. He has actually met at least 10 emperors, but the emperors he had met before were all in the virtual world, and all of them had restrained their fluctuations. But now he saw the first emperor, and he exuded endless pressure. Emperor. Is this the real pressure of the emperor? Li Yang couldn't help but watch. For him, these gods were extremely powerful, making him irresistible. In fact, this was the feeling. He believed that if he was given time, he would definitely achieve it in the future. But when the emperor appeared at this time, he could completely feel his insignificance, as if he was facing the whole world. Any powerful god seemed very ordinary under the emperor. This seemed to be the center of the universe in front of him, and he became the absolute protagonist as soon as he appeared. Emperor Huoyun, from the Zunli family. However, Li Yang thought of the identity of Emperor Huoyun again, and his heart sank slightly. Although the teacher is powerful and even got rid of the huge chaotic palm of Emperor Huoyun, he is not the opponent of Emperor Huoyun. In the battle between Sect Master Daolu and Emperor Huoyun just now, Sect Master Daolu was obviously at a disadvantage. However, the strength displayed by Sect Master Daolu obviously surprised everyone. The leader of Daolu actually escaped from the hands of Emperor Huoyun. Is this the strength of the invincible king of the god realm? Even if the strength is not as good as that of the emperor, it is very difficult for the emperor to catch them. Incredible. It is rumored that many emperors have never reached the level of the king of the god realm in the god realm. In the practice of cultivation, the gap between different realms will become larger and larger. The step from the Lord of the world to the eternal God is a leap in life, and the step from God to Emperor is an incredible span. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. From the City to the Strongest in the Universe. Author, G. Difeng Ren. Chapter 449. Beings who can challenge the Emperor in the realm of gods are extremely rare in the entire universe. At this time, the leader of Daolo sect stood in front of Li Yang, looked at Emperor Huoyun, and bowed slightly and said, "I have met Emperor Huoyun." Emperor Huoyun appeared, looked at Daolu, and said in a rumbled voice, "Daolu, I didn't expect that your strength has improved compared to tens of thousands of years ago." The strength that Daolu sect leader showed just now obviously surprised him. When he was in the realm of gods, he was definitely not Daolu's opponent at his strongest. After finishing speaking, Emperor Huoyun said again, "This is a strong station, Daosha, you'd better retreat." After watching Daolu finish speaking, Emperor Huoyun glanced at Li Yang and then withdrew his gaze. His body is majestic, standing in the void, and Li Yang below looks like an ant, which can be destroyed with a wave of his hand. At this time, Li Yang was just a small figure in the eyes of Emperor Huoyun, not worth mentioning at all. Maybe some emperors in the eternal temple of the human race value Li Yang, but Emperor Huoyun is from the Hunyuan martial arts holy world, so he naturally doesn't care about Li Yang. Li Yang stood silently in the void, looking up at the majestic figure, not knowing what he felt in his heart. This is his territory. Emperor Huoyun didn't ask his opinion at all and just ignored him. However, Li Yang knew that this was normal. Yes. After hearing what Emperor Huoyun said, Master Daolu didn't say anything, turned around and left with Li Yang. Ancestor. On the other side, Luo Yu flew in front of Emperor Huoyun and said extremely excitedly, "Luo Yu, restore this stationed place. In the battle just now, this base was almost completely destroyed." Yes, Luo Yu nodded, and the figures of the gods flashed. The fragments of many palaces were put away, and then new palaces appeared one after another. For many gods, establishing a base is a simple matter. The base was repaired and the surrounding film was covered again. Ancestor, the creature in the sun, Luo Yu couldn't help but say. He was extremely happy. Haha, this was unexpected by Li Yang. Unexpectedly, he still fell short. In the end, I am still the winner. With the arrival of his ancestor Huoyun Emperor, there will be no other surprises. He still blocked Daolu just now, so it was impossible for Daolu sect master to discover the creatures in the sun, and the initiative was still in their hands. I'm going to take a look at that formation. Emperor Huoyun nodded, preparing to try to break the formation. On the other side, the leader of the Daolo sect left with Li Yang and others. I didn't expect that Luo Yu actually informed Emperor Huoyun of their family to come. Li Yang's heart sank slightly as he followed the leader of the Sword Slaughter sect. The more this is the case, the greater the opportunity in the sun may be, but it was a little short just now. Now that Emperor Huoyun has arrived, he has no idea what the opportunity is. At this moment, Han Mo's voice suddenly entered his mind. "Li Yang, I just saw something inside the sun," Han Mo suddenly said. Hearing this, Li Yang was stunned for a moment, and then quickly said, "Han Mo, what opportunities are there in the sun?" There was still a trace of surprise in Han Mo's eyes at this time, and he was obviously frightened by the creatures in the sun. Rightward arrow. There were so many gods before, and Luo Yu was there to hide them, so it was difficult for him to detect them. But before the Daolo sect master swept Luo Yu and others, a loophole appeared, so he found an opportunity to see the scene in the sun. Han Mo said, "There is actually a corpse of life inside the sun." What? A living corpse? Hearing this, Li Yang was stunned for a moment. What he had thought before was that there might be a huge opportunity in the sun, something like an inheritance, or a treasure like a holy weapon. But is this opportunity a life? The corpse of a life made so many powerful people come. You know, even if you are a top powerhouse, just a corpse is nothing. Just like the evil black bead he got from the Xingyu clan, it contained the corpses of dozens of emperors. In fact, these corpses were of no use to him. Han Mo continued, I told you about this life before. The formation of dragon scale insects is also related to this creature. You should still remember it. Hearing this, Li Yang reacted immediately and said, are you talking about the Archosaur? It is said that when the ancestral dragon stays in one place, he will leave his own breath. After he leaves, those breaths will continue to condense together to form a dragon scale insect. This is the origin of dragon scale insects. Li Yang was shocked. A powerful creature like the Archosaur had an extremely high level of life. Just like the Kongli Jiaolong, who is born with the secrets of space law, space realm, teleportation, and space freezing. Apart from no more than 10 kinds of inborn gods in the universe, the Kongli Jiaolong and other beings are of the highest level. Beings of the same level as the Kongli Jiaolong also include the pterodactyl group, the Tegzu spirit dragon group, etc. The lives of these dragon beast groups, as long as they grow up normally, will be in the world realm. And these ethnic groups are all somewhat related to the Archosaur, and it can be said that they all have a trace of their blood. With just a trace of blood, the level of life has reached such a high level, which shows how high the level is. And according to what Han Mo said before, even the Lord is no match for the ancestral dragon. It is definitely a life that stands at the pinnacle of the universe, and can even fight with the strongest humans. Now, the body of this creature appears in the sun? Li Yang thought of the scales of archosaurs that were previously discovered in the solar system, and so many dragon scale insects. Right. Han Mo nodded and said, I originally thought that the ancestor dragon had been in your solar system for a long time, but I didn't expect that its corpse was in your solar system. He was also amazed. This kind of life is extremely rare. There are only a few ancestor dragons in the entire universe. Shocked in his heart, Li Yang couldn't help asking, Han Mo, what exactly does this ancestor dragon do? So many gods have descended, even the emperor-level strongmen have come. The corpse of this ancestor dragon must have a great effect. This effect is great. Han Mo sighed, Li Yang, you know the effect of dragon scale insects, and you have also felt the benefits from it. Li Yang nodded. Dragon scale insects are definitely a treasure that world-level practitioners are extremely eager for. World-level peak practitioners only need to refine a few dragon scale insects, and their strength will directly increase by more than 10 times. If there are enough dragon scale insects, even gods are extremely eager. However, dragon scale insects appear too rarely at ordinary times, so most gods are not very interested in this kind of treasure. But Li Yang knew that if hundreds or thousands of dragon scale insects appeared, almost all gods would scramble for them. Han Mo sighed, dragon scale insects can greatly enhance the strength of the world master. If there are enough of them, they can also increase the strength of the gods. The dragon scale insects are only formed by the breath of the ancestor dragon. From the city to the strongest in the universe. Author, Ji Difeng Ren. Chapter 450. Just the breath of breath can form this kind of treasure that greatly increases strength. The physical body of the ancestral dragon is the most powerful. Every part of its body, as long as it is refined, has the effect of improving strength, especially its blood. After refining, even the emperor's strength can increase dramatically. It's not a problem to increase it by 10 times. What? The emperor's strength has increased dramatically? Increased 10 times. Li Yang was shocked. The emperor is already considered a top powerhouse. Can refining the blood of the ancestral dragon increase their strength dramatically, even tenfold? In addition, one ancestral dragon is enough for many emperors to refine, and the number may reach thousands. In other words, theoretically, if each emperor is successfully refined, the strength of thousands of emperors can increase tenfold. Now, do you know how valuable the Archosaur is? At this time, Li Yang was completely shocked. Refined by thousands of emperors. Just if one emperor's strength increases tenfold, this temptation will make countless emperors crazy. This universe is based on strength. The stronger the strength, the more powerful one pursues. The emperor is aloof, but he also desires to improve his strength. Now, the corpse of the ancestral dragon appears that can enhance the strength of thousands of emperors. You can imagine how valuable this ancestral dragon is. No wonder Emperor Huayun from the Zunli family came here. Diamond suit Li Yang completely understood in his heart. Perhaps when Luo Yu and the others discovered the corpse of the ancestral dragon, Emperor Huayun rushed towards the solar system, right? He shook his head. I have been exploring the solar system for decades, but the sun was missed. In fact, it's not his fault. The entire sun is like a big fireball. When he was weak in the past, he couldn't get close to it. Han Mo said lightly, even if you discover the ancestral dragon in the sun in advance, it will be of no use at all. There should be formation protection around the ancestral dragon. Seeing that Luo Yu and many other gods can't break it together, even if you discover, I can only stare. Such a powerful formation cannot be broken by nearly 100 gods like Luo Yu, and Li Yang certainly cannot break it either. Therefore, even if he discovered it in advance, there was still nothing he could do about it. After thinking for a moment, Li Yang said, Han Mo, can Emperor Huayun break the formation and take away the ancestral dragon's body? Disaster. Han Mo thought for a moment and analyzed, what kind of existence is the ancestral dragon? It is a life beyond the master. The formation around it, even if no one activates it, is extremely powerful and difficult to break. I guess Huayun the emperor will fail this time. Will it fail? Li Yang thought to himself. While the two were talking, the leader of the sword-killing sect in front finally stopped. He looked at Li Yang with a slightly gloomy expression and said, Li Yang, the Fire Cloud Emperor is here. It seems that you have an unusual opportunity in the solar system. If the Emperor is not moved, it is impossible to come here and not interfere in the matter in front of him. Hearing the words of the leader of the Daolo sect, Li Yang suddenly said, Teacher, this disciple already knew about the special thing in the sun when you fought against Luo Yu and many other gods. At this time, Emperor Huayun and others must be thinking of ways to break the formation, and Li Yang has no way to do it. As Han Mo said, even if he knew the existence of the ancestral dragon, he could only stare and have no way to do anything about it. Therefore, Li Yang was not prepared to hide this matter. There is only one consequence of concealing it, and that is that the ancestral dragon was taken away by Emperor Huayun and others. Even if he can't take it away now, Emperor Huayun will definitely contact other powerful people in the Hunyuan martial arts holy world, so he will definitely take it away in the future. Time is very tight now, and Li Yang has no time to think of other solutions. Oh! What opportunities are there in the sun? Hearing this, the leader of the sword-killing sect looked at Li Yang in surprise and asked. He had never discovered the opportunity in the sun before, but Li Yang actually detected it. This detection method is even more powerful than him. However, his disciple's luck was so bad that he might have some special treasure, so he wouldn't ask any more about it. Li Yang said truthfully, there is a corpse in the sun, which is the corpse of the ancestor dragon. Ancestor dragon. Hearing this, the leader of the Daolo sect was stunned, and his eyes suddenly showed a look of extreme shock. Then he suddenly realized, no wonder Emperor Huayun came here in person. He obviously knows the Archosaur very well and knows what this means. Knowing this, Master Daolo looked at his disciple and asked, Li Yang, what are you going to do? Li Yang said, Teacher, this disciple is going to report it to us and inform the powerful men in our temple. Since he has no way to get the ancestral dragon's body, and now Emperor Huayun and others are constantly trying to get the ancestral dragon, the best way for him is to let the strong men from the eternal temple of humanity come. In this case, although he cannot occupy the complete ancestral dragon corpse, he will definitely get great benefits from it. After hearing what Li Yang said, the leader of the Daolo sect nodded and said, well, this is the right approach. Now Emperor Huayun and others are already taking action. Maybe the strong men in the Hunyuan martial arts holy world already know about it. If they come and take away the ancestral dragon's body, then you won't get any benefit from it. Hunyuan martial arts holy world and human eternal temple, these two giant human forces, have various competitions and battles with each other. Even if the ancestral dragon is in the solar system, the solar system is Li Yang's territory, and Li Yang belongs to the eternal temple of the human race. But once the ancestral dragon is obtained by the Hunyuan martial arts holy world, the Hunyuan martial arts holy world will naturally have many ways to refuse to return the ancestral dragon. This kind of treasure will definitely alarm the terrifying masters of the master level. The two forces are evenly matched. Whoever has the body of the ancestor dragon will naturally have the right to speak. Maybe the masters of the eternal temple of the human race want the blood of the ancestor dragon and also ask for the Hunyuan martial arts holy world. After saying that, the leader of the Daolo sect hurriedly said, since Li Yang has made a decision, I will report it to you immediately. Let the masters of our temple come as soon as possible. He didn't say anything else. With a thought in his mind, he directly entered the virtual world. Li Yang looked at the leader of the Daolo sect and thought to himself, I wonder what level of masters will come from our temple. According to Han Mo, the formation covering the body of the ancestor dragon is useless even if the emperor comes, so only the master can come. If the master of the temple does not take action and only the emperor comes, the formation will still not be broken. However, there are many masters of the human race, and these masters must know the ancestor dragon better than him, so he doesn't need to remind them of these words. Just 1 minute later, Daolu sect master exited the virtual world again. He looked at Li Yang and said, Li Yang, the news has been reported. Soon, our temple's Lord He Yan will lead some emperors to rush here quickly. It will take about 20 days. Thanks to Banzhengliang Daoshang for the 1500 reward, and 08 for the 100 reward. Thank you.